So does your garage door sound like this? Because if it does, there is a few things that you can do to completely eliminate that noise. Now, in this video, I'll show you a spray that I use that works very good for garage doors. And this is what a lot of people actually recommend on garage doors and especially the rails. So I'll also show you many different ways on why your garage door might be making noise and also how to fix those noise. But the number one thing that you should use is a spray, and at least give me a thumbs up for showing you this first. WD-40, and this is not the regular WD-40, this is the high performance white lithium grease. Now you don't have to buy the WD-40 brand, but just make sure to buy the lithium grease. This works very well for when metal and metal touches. So when metal and metal grinds together and makes noise, this is the stuff that you want to buy. And also it doesn't collect dirt and grime the same way that WD-40, your regular stuff, does. Now the first thing that you'll want to do is open up your garage door and turn off the power, because you never know, a freak accident might happen. Now all you'll need is a few rags and some brake cleaner if your rail is quite grimy. Now the brake cleaner will easily free that grime up and just wipe it off. Now repeat that for the other side. Now that it's all clean and dry, it's now time to add your white lithium grease on the track and on the rollers. Now as you can see on your screen, I'm just spraying some lithium grease onto the rollers. Now your bearings might be sealed or they might not be, so spraying some grease in there just assures that it runs smoothly. And it's also a good thing to add some a little bit on the track. Now one thing that you don't want to forget also is to add some on the sections in the middle, anywhere where you see that the door is bending, where it opens and closes. It's good to add some there because it might be a source of noise. And also don't forget your high tension coiled spring. It's good to spray some lube from one end to the other on top, and then the lube will just come down a bit and hopefully fix the noise if that's where the noise is coming from, and also prevent noise from presenting itself in the future. Alright, so now that you've finished using your white lithium grease on the track, on the wheels, and on the high tension coiled spring, it's now time to open and close your doors a few times just to make sure that the grease is properly distributed everywhere. Alright, so hopefully there's no more noise coming from your garage door and that the grease did the trick. However, if it did not, if the noise is actually coming from somewhere else, then stick around, because I'll show you some easy ways on how to fix that yourself. Hopefully you won't need to hire a professional. Now, if the noise is still coming from the track, it could be that the track is actually misaligned. Now, these tracks from garage doors gets hit constantly. Well, my kids hit them constantly with balls, with hockey sticks, with their bicycles. So it's very possible that the tracks, one of the track is a little misaligned by just a few millimeters. If that's the case, or if you don't know, just look at the other side of the garage door. Look at that track, look at the hinges, look at where the screws are in and where they are positioned, and you'll be able to see if it matches from one side to the other. If it does match perfectly, it might not be misaligned. If it does not match, then there could be some type of misalignment. This can happen all the time, and really it can save you a lot of money from calling somebody just to come in and adjust this very simple thing. Now, another reason that it might be making noise, it could be the actual chain. Now, if you have a belt, it's a lot better because it won't be making any noise. If you have a chain like I do, well, if the chain, as it's used, it will lose a little bit of its tension. Just look at the chain, see if there's enough tension. If you find that the chain actually touches the side of the railing quite easily, and when you open and close the door, the chain actually bounces and hits the rail, making noise, then you just need to tighten the chain just a little bit, but just make sure to not tighten it too much, because it could bring in too much tension to the end and actually snap. So just to make sure that it's not too tight, tighten it just a tiny bit. Open and close your garage door. If the noise is a little bit better, then tighten it again a little bit more. Just do it in increments and you should have no problems making it too tight. Alright, so lastly, if it's a vibrational noise, every time you open and close the garage door, it's making a noise to the bedroom or the room that's on top of the garage door. Now, I had a friend, their child was sleeping in the room that was on top of the garage. Now, anytime they would come back late at night, they couldn't put the car inside the garage because every time they open and close the door, it would wake up their child. So what they did to fix this problem is they added some bushings between the bolt and the metal plate. Now, this is the bolt that goes directly into the stud, and the vibration of the garage door will go from the plate, the bolt, right into the studs, right into the bedroom. So now if you have a bushing that separates the bolt basically where the garage door ends and the ceiling begins, if you have a bushing separating that, that will absorb a lot of the vibration caused by the garage door opening and closing, and it will hopefully mitigate a lot of the vibrational noise that goes upstairs into the bedrooms. All right, so hopefully after trying some of these ways to make your garage door quieter, it will have worked. Leave a comment down below with any questions, sound related, soundproofing, and I'll make sure to answer it within the first 7 days, and afterwards I'll just do my best to answer all of your questions. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time.